I know me and Joe, me and you have made some comments about Jalen Hurts' vision, but those comments are all they have to be gone. I think he has actually one of the best field visions I've seen in a long time out of a quarterback. Again, I have an issue with his. I have an issue with his arm because he sees the. So okay, when you look at his throwing arm when he's throwing the ball past a certain yardage, there's wobble in his ball, right? All mobile quarterbacks, and I will say it until I die, will have that wobble going over certain yards. It's just because it's the way you throw on the move. It's almost like that throw doesn't leave just because you stay in the pocket. Whereas a pocket quarterback, that thrust in the throw is there because you're not a mobile quarterback. There's more thrust in your throw. So, but regardless of the fact, though I can say I don't care too much for his throwing, it's his decision making that literally kind of like fools you that he, you know, I'm not trying to say he can't throw because I hate saying that he can't. Again, my issue with his throwing is his accuracy down the field past a certain yardage. But if you don't have to throw it that far, if you keep it within a realm where he can just be accurate between 10 to 15 yards, which is still what? A first down, which is what they do. His vision for where his receivers are, they don't have a lot of drop passes. His numbers aren't, he's not throwing, 22 for 45. No, his numbers are very, very close. Why? Because they keep the ball within 15 to 20 yards. But they don't have to throw it out. They got the best offensive line. They have the best running offense. It's not much they have to do for him to throw the ball down the field. So his decisions, because he knows what he needs to do, they're very good. He has really good field vision. You can literally see it.
But you said one of the best, though.
When I say one of the best, because it's very hard to read a defense, to read the field, and you like think of how many times do we all sit and watch the TV and say, "How the hell he didn't see that?" How many times do we do? We don't really say that with Jalen Hurts, and I'm gonna tell you why too. It's the quarterbacks you rarely hear that with are tall quarterbacks, guys that can see over the offensive line, so it's easier for them to make the better decision, just like Joe Burrow.
Let me ask you this. All right, what's the quarter? What's your boy name from Houston? Carl
Davis Mills.
Davis Mills.
Right? Terrible.
Who you think have a harder job of finding receivers? Davis Mills or Jalen Hurts?
Davis Mills.
Exactly. Jalen Hurts running a pistol. All right. On top of that,
right, but he's running a pistol with height.
Hold on. On top of that, he's running a pistol with 1,000-yard plus running back. On top of that, he has the best offensive line, and on top of that, he has 2 number 1 receivers. And on top of that, he has Dallas Goedert. He don't
and
have.
On top of that, he got the job done.
But he doesn't.
You can have 2 wide receivers, but if you don't know how to throw an accurate ball, where's the ball going to go?
Point, Coach.
Hold on, I'm not trying to diminish Jalen Hurts, but his job on finding his receivers is probably the easiest in the NFL. So to say he has the best vision because of what he did this year, I don't think we can't say that because.
So what if he didn't? What if it was the same situation? What if it was the same situation, right? And he's overthrowing. Then what we saying?
Who?
What are we? Jalen Hurts, same situation, but now he's overthrowing the balls, right? Now he is 22 for 44. Now what are we saying?
He got the worst because he got a.
So if he's actually doing it, so if he has the worst with all these weapons, but then he's actually doing his job with the weapons, we can't criticize him and
so
say.
In 2010,
remember, you still have to do your job, right? You still have to do your job.
You know I'm gonna go. I'm sorry to put the Commanders in here. So in 2010, I guess RG3 had the best vision in the NFL. I mean, Kyle Shanahan literally said, when you run a pistol, it's 2 out. It's gonna be an out. Like this person's gonna be open. This person's gonna be open. It's not. I'm not gonna say it's not. It's easy because I don't play quarterback. But compared to
what I'm saying is decision, right? You have to make a decision before the ball come out your hand, right?
Yeah.
How many times do we sit here and watch the TV and say, why did that guy make that stupid decision? This guy was wide open. What I'm saying is we don't have that conversation about Hurst. He hits the right open guy, no matter who it is, he hits it because he sees it.
Best visions, though, Coach.
Can I say something real quick? Coach, this dude sound a little different than what you said a couple weeks ago in that chat when you said it's easy because he run that RPO crap. You did say that a couple weeks ago.
What I'm saying is I never said it's easy. I said I hate the RPO.
No, I know, but you said because it's easy to run and it's a college offense.
I never said it was easy.
Easy. It's not. It's my hope. That's why I brought Davis Mills. His job on finding his receiver is much harder than Jalen Hurts. I just brought
Oh
you
no,
the-
I hear what Carl's
the
saying.
deal.
I hear what Carl's saying.
I'm not saying this guy got great vision, but I'm just telling you that Jalen Hurts is in a blessed situation. He really is. He's a great leader, all that stuff. But saying he got one of the best visions.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to use your eyes. Well, listen to what I'm saying, right? You have to use your eyes to see the target, right?
Mm-hmm.
How many quarterbacks don't
that
see
wasn't
that?
my take.
How many? But how many
Right.
quarterbacks have top receivers on their team and they don't hit that guy?
Who
They
got
overthrow that guy?
everybody got
this
multiple
year.
top receivers hitting that guy. Everybody got multiple top receivers out hitting that guy. More than Jalen Hurts.
Everybody.
More than Jalen Hurts. Joe Burrow got multiple guys hitting more than Jalen Hurts. Pat Mahomes.
Well, you're talking about top five quarterbacks above him.
I mean,
there's 32 quarterbacks. There's 32 quarterbacks.
But outside of those great receivers, who else has 2 number 1 receivers like Jalen Hurts?
Burrow. But Burrow has great vision. But see, here's the thing. Burrow has great vision like him, and he does the same thing.
Herbert
got bums, and he does the same thing. And he does the same thing. I'm not discounting them. I said one of the best, though. I didn't say the best. I said one of the best, meaning there's multiple guys that do it too.
Yeah.
I'm not saying he's the best over 32 quarterbacks. I'm putting him in a category of a few quarterbacks that use their vision the right way. He is one of them. So he's one of the best that use their vision properly.
Yeah, I understand. I think that was where we got lost at, because I understand what you're trying to say. He does do a good job at seeing the field.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is in a good situation. However, like I've seen guys look one way and look on a whole other side of the field and make a throw that nobody else saw. I haven't seen too much of that from Jalen Hurts. So I do think it's a little bit of truth in what Joe's saying as well, because he's in the perfect situation. RPO, he's sitting behind a great line. A lot of people give him so much credit in the Super Bowl for making those throws, but I did not hear nobody say great catches too. Most of those catches were contested catches. And a lot of his receivers make the play for him as well. He does get the ball there, but Dallas Goedert was catching the ball with dudes grabbing his arm and everything. So he had a couple catches like that. So yeah, Jalen Hurts is pretty good at seeing the field, but I don't think he's like I seen Kenny Pickett do more with his vision than I seen Hurts. I seen Kenny Pickett.
I'm not gonna say that.
But no, as far as listen, what I'm trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
I seen Kenny Pickett make reads from one side.
That's why all your progressions.
He goes all the seconds. He turns quick and he hits the guy at the last minute though. At the very last minute, it's like boom. Okay, that was nice.
Here's my thing, but because you know what? Because of the RPO, and that's why I'm saying you are right, Carl. Because I remember what I was saying. Because of the RPO, there's no progression to go through. So I can't put that stigma against or on only because it's not his offense. So they don't have a progression go through type of offense. It's pistol and run. You know what I mean? What I'll say is, if I see more of that out of Kenny Pickett, I can put his vision over Jalen Hurts is what I can say. Because yes, going through your progressions and still being able, that's the hardest thing in football, especially if you got 3-4 receivers on the field. That's a lot of progressions to read through in 3 to 5 seconds.
He got hurt. He could have passed 4,000.
Let me read a comment because people listen to audio too. He said that Jalen Hurts hasn't even though 4,000 yards, but he had 3,800.
And he missed 2 games. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But I think we're straying further away from what I said, because I just said he was a better decision maker than Anthony Richardson. I don't know how we got here.
No, we good. We got 3 segments after the show. That's good. We got 3 good questions though. We got 3 segments.
And Jerry also said that his squad at Oklahoma was better than Richardson's squad at Florida, which is true. I'll give you that.
Yeah, that's fine.
But Anthony Richardson, if you look at him, he's so inconsistent. It's like one game he looked tough, like, oh, he the man. Anthony Richardson, one of the best quarterbacks in college football. Next 2-3 weeks, it's like, dog, what is he doing? The Kentucky game, oh my God. Anthony Richardson against Kentucky was terrible. Absolutely horrible. So it's just the inconsistencies with Brad.
That's your boy, right? On Kentucky. Hey, Carl, so who would you compare him to?
Anthony Richardson?
Mm-hmm.
Oof. That is tough. I want to say Cam because of the physical traits, just the physical traits alone. Because he's such a freak athlete who can run the ball, has a strong arm. But I can't think of a guy to compare him to other than his physicality. So I'm gonna have to go Cam just because of the physical traits.
Cam, dang.
Just the physical traits alone, the strong arm, big guy. He's 6'5", 6'6", strong, can run the football.
Yeah, they told me some of the Commanders was gonna get him. I'm like, we're not getting him.
Look, hey, y'all drafted Sam Howell, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, third round.
I said Anthony Richardson, the third round guy.
No, we ain't drafting third round.
They got him projected first round though.
Fourth round, right?
That's my opinion. My opinion, he's a third round guy because again, the athletic traits and how freaking the athlete and the strong arm. That's why you're first round.
They had him drafting. We had drafting him in the first round. They had us drafting him in the first round.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. That's terrible.
So yeah. Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.